it's Julia here again from violinspiration.com, and today we are going to learn together Dance Monkey from Tones and I. So this is a highly requested tutorial and I would love to get into it. To be honest, I don't really listen to a lot of pop music, so I didn't know this piece yet before you guys have mentioned it to me, but I've gotten to know the piece and I can imagine why you like it so much. So I created this easy violin version of it. I already created another video where I'm playing it myself, the version that I created for you, so you can listen to it and see what it sounds like. Without further ado, in this tutorial I'm going to share with you some of the details, some of the things that you should look for when you're practicing this piece yourself. So first of all, this piece, or song as I should call it probably, is played with a lot of slurs. I think slurs sound really nice in this piece, and the slur is when you play several notes on one bow stroke, so opposed to playing all the time back and forth. You can play it. Do you notice that I play two notes on one bow stroke? I start with an up bow, and then each time two notes on one bow stroke. So each time I play two notes on one bow stroke, this is to make it sound a little bit softer, a little bit more lovely, and I think it fits the beginning of the piece really nicely. Let's have a look at the A part of the song. When we get to the A part, that is the part where it goes like, "Oh, I see you every day," or something like that. So there we have to go into position or stretch our fourth finger. I will show you exactly what it looks like. So first, the first part is just all really easy in first position. You can of course always reference the notes and the finger numbers in my sheet music. And all two notes on one bow stroke. Now here we have to either change into third position or stretch our fourth finger. If we change into third position, it looks like this. We play 2, we switch our second finger upwards, we place our third finger and play 3, 2. And here we stay in third position. Now we are at A. And then you could move back to first position here. You could also go for this. So this is your second option, 2, 4, and then take 4 back. So we have extended 4, and then low 4. And in that way we don't have to shift positions, we can stay in first position and just stretch our fourth finger. Now why I like to go in third position is to add vibrato, so that is the wiggling sound to the note. I think it sounds very nice. But if you can't play vibrato yet, it doesn't really matter which one you choose. And if you do play vibrato, maybe you could consider on which finger is it easiest for me to vibrate, because I know that for a lot of you the fourth finger is hard, just like for me. So in that case you might like to choose the third finger. So now let's go to the part dance for me. So the B part. I use a little bit of a weird bowing pattern there, but I think it fits the piece, I like it. Of course you could bow back and forth. I don't like it as much as... But of course you have to choose on your level. If you are a beginner and want to learn this piece, I would not worry at all about the bowings. I would just only focusing on learning the notes, play every note back and forth. Don't try to play with vibrato, by the way. In your first year of playing, you can play everything without vibrato. There's no difference. The only difference is that you don't move your fingers. I get this question a lot, like, oh, I can follow your entire tutorial, but I couldn't do vibrato. But the whole point of vibrato is that it is only an enhancement of the note, but you don't have to do it. Just like a beautiful bow stroke. It is nice to add a beautiful bow stroke, but you don't have to make a beautiful bow stroke. You can also bow like this. And it still is the piece, if that makes sense. So vibrato is just something to enhance it. You don't have to do it in the beginning, and I even recommend not to do it yet. Let's get back to the piece. So which bowing am I recommending for those who are a little bit more advanced or want to challenge themselves? So the bowing that I like to use. So I play 3. I connect the last 16th note with the first 8th note. So I play 3, 3, 3, 2. So these two notes are connected. 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. So on the moment that I switch to a new note, so from 3 to 2, or from 2 to 1, or from A to G sharp, and G sharp to F sharp, I am playing a slur. I will play it very slow again. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3. This is so confusing for myself. I'm probably confusing you as well. So let's do it once more. 3, 3, 3, 2. Connected. 2, 1. Connected. 1. And then 1, 3 connected. So this is how I do it. But choose your own way. If you are like, oh my god, Julia, that just confused me totally, in that case you can just go for nothing against that. Maybe that is even a better option for most of you. Okay, now let's continue with the rest of the song. Let's have a look at what comes after. So first, I think the B part, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, higher on the violin of course, that part I recommend to play loud. I mean, this is a very important part, of course, it's the chorus. So this is where most of the energy is in the piece. So I would also say use your full bow and try to play this part kind of intense. I would say this part you can play, the beginning, you can play it a bit softer. But this part, you can really go full force on that one. Of course, I am not adding any slides or extras. I mean, if you see other YouTubers play this song, you would see them adding a lot of, you know, like extras. That is what pop violinists do all the time. So you can try to experiment also if you want to with adding some like ornaments to your notes, like you could maybe slide up. Or maybe this one. So instead of playing 1, 3, you could go slide up towards the 3. So 1 first finger. You could slide up towards notes. What I see a lot of pop YouTubers do as well is, so instead of playing the notes directly, if you have a longer note, you would go for first playing the note below and then after that playing the actual note that you were going to play. So if you have a longer note, you would play, instead of just playing 1 or F sharp, you would play E1. So E, F sharp. So just one note below and then the note itself. You can do that at longer tones. In pop music in general, you could do it here as well. Slide. So you can experiment with that and trying to add some fancy extras to make it stand out even more. So now let's have a look at another part of the song that we didn't discuss yet. So we have the part that goes like dance for me, see you, the beginning part, which is very soft. And then we also have this la da da da. This part, you can play it in 2 ways. Let's have a look at the letter D. This is where this part is at. So we have 2. A1, A3. This should be a high 3rd finger. We are playing in the scale of A major. So that means that you have to play a high 3rd finger. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to download my sheet music for all the beginner scales. It is for free available on my website. And I really recommend to you to practice my 5 beginner skills every day before you start practicing. You can find the download link in the description, or just Google Violin Inspiration beginner skills and you will find it as well. And you can download the free PDF. So let's have a look at the piece again. So 2, A1, A3, I3. But you can also play this in third position if you can already play it in third position. In my play along version of this tutorial, I showed the 2 ways. So first time I played the hard way and the second time the easy way. You can choose what you prefer. So that would all be on the D string in third position. That's another option that you have there. In that case, you go like 2, 2 in third position, 3, 2, 1. After that, we get back to dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. This part is repeating itself all the time in this piece. I would say if you could only do this part, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, da, 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 then you could basically play half of this song. So in case you find it very difficult to learn this song, maybe you've just been starting out, learn this part and just play it along each time that the song is playing this part. And then you can figure out the other parts later. And that way you will be able to play along very, very quickly with this song, or at least with less amount of practice. So yes. It's repeating itself, of course, and here we have to play loud again, and you know, like from the heart. We really want that person to dance for us, right? We have to be clear about it. Even though we play the violin, we have to make it come across that this is an important part, even though we don't use any words for it, and that person maybe has no idea what we are talking about. Okay, so I hope that this tutorial helped you to get a little bit deeper insights into this piece, Dance Monkey, and have a look at my other play along where I actually play the piece. You can see the notes, my fingers, and you can also have a look at the sheet music below this video to see all the detailed, you know, marks on the sheet music and exactly on which finger to play on which string and so forth. Also, if you would like to see more tutorials like this, both pop music and classical music, subscribe to this channel. There's a new weekly tutorial every week, and I look forward to see you here again. Bye!